self-doubt. And to be honest, it has never brought me down. No, 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 no. I'm really glad I'm not walking around believing my inflated ape brain figured it out. And suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize, 'cause everything I ever thought I was made me cry. Like and I'm really glad I don't take part in your big search for who you are. And I don't care that I sound arrogant, but knowing who you are is just for amateurs. And suddenly you realize, yeah, that everything you ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize. Oh, still everything you ever thought you were made me cry. To be honest, it made me wanna die inside. And I'm sure I did, but just a little bit. And suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize, 'cause everything I ever thought I was made me cry. Yeah, and suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize. Still everything you ever thought you were made me cry.
Hey, everybody. Let's get to. It seems there's a lot happening. I mean, come on. What do we have? We have DLF saying that I am a dick thief. What does OP stand for? As in opposition. Like Mama Scrunch is my ops, as in she's my opposition. She's now on the opposite side of my interests, my opinions and whatnot. So yes, Mama Scrunch is my ops, been my ops ever since the whole cat situation, where she decided to do certain things that were not great for people that she used to chat with. I didn't think that was cool. I thought that was very underhanded. Mouse Toes, what's up? Nicole E, how you doing? Nova Star, what's up? Smash that like button, everybody. Dorial, a fish by any other name. Gemini, what's up? This is a good time. That's awesome, Gemini. That's great. We got who else is in here? Belizean Mimi, what's going on? Nicole E, how are you doing? We have Dot. Hi there, Dot. What's going on? Nicole E says, last I saw Foodie Beauty and Salah were driving to the camping spot and she made an excuse to eat. Let's show this falafel. I will take a bite. Meanwhile, she shoved it in her mouth and as quickly as she could. Yes, exactly. Who else we have? We have quite a few people. Hey, Gigi, what's up? Mary, thanks for mudding. Hey, Tiff, Laura R, Kelly Wade. We got Blue Eyes as well. Hey there, Blue Eyes. And everybody else just listening, thank you for joining me. We're going to start off. I wasn't really sure what I was going to start off with until Roman did a stream. So we're going to start off with this Roman stream. That is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to start with the Roman stream and then we're going to continue with that. Auroras, what's up? Hi there. Welcome. Lindsay. Hey, 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 hey. And I think I have everybody here. Quite a few. Quite a few here in the chat. Smash that like button, everybody. I'd appreciate it. Teresa, what's up? Emmy0508, she didn't even realize she was staying overnight, which I found strange. Yeah, exactly. You say you weren't staying, you didn't know you were staying overnight, but then you packed a bag. So what's the bag for if you weren't staying overnight? It just doesn't make any sense. Because then you would pack a bag only if you knew you were staying overnight, unless the bag is full of snacks. Then maybe you are staying overnight, and maybe you did know. That's why the bag's full of snacks rather than clothes. It just puzzles the mind, doesn't it? Nerdy Chef, what's up? Lisa B, hey there. You don't want Roman? Come on, Roman has tea. Foodie Beauty asked me to do OnlyFans, and I said, dot, dot, dot. Come on. It's only 23 minutes. You can pack a bag and not stay overnight. You can pack a bag, but what would be in the bag if you're not staying overnight? Your toothbrush? Because she's so keen on hygiene? Maybe she packed toilet paper? Oh, hell no. Make it make sense, exactly. Mostly sponges. What's up? Oh, get ready for. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. We gotta time somebody out here. All right, everybody. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Sup, Ash? How you doing? She could pack chocolate bars. I guess that's what she's packing. Yeah, let's go. It's full of snacks for sure. All right, let me share my screen. Let's get straight into it. Cypher, what's up? What's up? What's up? And let's get started with this Roman stuff. We're gonna see what he has to say. Come on, and then we're gonna open up the panel right after. What's up, Pause and Pose? How you doing? Producing up pills. Damn, she's so flushed and sweating, enjoying her time camping. Right? Yeah, it's just starting. Let's go. Hey, Janine, what's up? So Roman is still in Morocco, I guess, and he has the tea. Let's see what it is. I got asked this question as well. Does Salah know what she did? Yes or no? Answer right now. Here we go. Yes, no.
Hi, Simply Krista.
The tea so
Spicy,
weak.
spicy.
Was it?
How you doing?
Hey, Karina, what's up? Thanks for listening. Appreciate
What's
it.
going on?
Roman is getting skinnier by the day. Seems like
Doing
it.
great, thank you. Hi, Kiwi.
He knows and he doesn't care. Maybe he does know and he doesn't
How's
care.
the Eddie Boer? Thank you, it's good. Eddie Boer is good. Right there. Looks good.
Great, Roman. That's
How does it
awesome.
look on me, though? Does it look any good? Thank you. Hi, Bella. Hi, Tanya. You said absolutely not. I'm going to vow.
All right, let's pause here for a minute. Is Lisa, are you getting something done? I didn't check it out. Okay, I'm having heart surgery in a couple weeks, so I'll be out a while. Lisa B, I wish you the best. You've been here with me for a very long time, and you know what? I wish you all the positivity and everything in life. And, positive vibes to you for your heart surgery. We're gonna pray for you here because, you've always been here for me. So I really do appreciate that. Good luck. Hearts in the chat for Lisa B. And yeah, you'll make it through for sure. Hey MJ, how you doing? She deleted her Insta after a ton of comments about her in Nad's chat. Exactly. There's a rhyme to a reason. So she wasn't deleting her Instagram because of the bullying, as she said in her recent post. If you read between the lines, the reason she's deleting her Instagram is to cover her booty because she probably did not tell Salah that of what she did. So let's take a look at this because this is actually pretty important. So let's do this. We're gonna take a look at this. What did she say an hour ago? And we're gonna go back after. So here we go. So as Gigi said, she deleted her Insta after a ton of comments about her in Nad's chat, and that is extremely true, 100% true. Because what did she say here? I am deactivating my Instagram because the bullying is that bad. It's pretty sad that I can't even post positive, happy images without vile vultures stealing my Instagram photos and fat shaming me, etc. You people are messed in the head and need help. Anyway, I know it was public, so yes, technically you can steal my photos, so I'll fix that problem now and close my account to reopen a private one for friends and family open. She's not doing that because of the bullying. She's doing that because she's trying to cover herself. That's what she's doing. She's doing this because she wants to cover herself because likely that either Salah knows a little bit, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't know all. So it's either he doesn't know what she did on Friday, or he knows a little bit of what she told him and he doesn't know all. So this is why she's doing this. So thank you for that, Gigi. That was actually an excellent take on why her Instagram is being deactivated. If you're really reading between the lines. Thank you for all the hearts in the chat, everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you. All the hearts to Lisa B. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Lisa B. Love you so much. Hearts in the chat. Thank you so much, everybody. All right, so let's continue. Let's see what else he has to say. Roman, that is.
انت قولك الله غادي تسالي لي الله غادي تسالي لي
Facts, Janine.
واو غادي تسالي لي واو Yunus is in the house. Say hi, Yunus.
Thank you, Foxen.
Guys, yeah, hi, gamer girl. Hi, everybody. Hi. What was gonna say? Yeah, I was gonna talk about something. I was gonna talk about something that Foodie Beauty um,
Mm-hmm.
uh, mentioned. She spoke to me about OnlyFans, and I was like,
Wait a
"Excuse me?"
second.
And then she was talking about, OnlyFans. Uh, she was talking about how she makes, she was showing me her bank accounts.
Isn't this old news? Because I'm like, yeah, we been you. She wanted him to be on her OnlyFans with her. I'm pretty sure.
And I was like, what
This
are you
is old
doing?
news.
Why are you showing me your bank accounts? Why are you um showing me what are you making? Why she was showing me how she was making from OnlyFans. She was showing me how much she was making from YouTube. Um, Bella, you thought she closed her OnlyFans? No, she didn't
Facts,
close her
GG.
OnlyFans. I think she is actually using Salah for OnlyFans. I think she's using him
What?
to make money from OnlyFans, especially
How?
when she doesn't make any money from YouTube. Last time I checked, she made $600 on YouTube.
How does he know this? Hey, R. Brownstein, what's up?
Last paycheck. Hi, Evelyn.
What's up? Yep, I'm here too. How is it
Thank
going?
you very much. Yeah, thank you. We won 2-0, 2-0. Morocco versus Belgium. We did beat the shit out of Belgium. Yes.
What?
Viva Morocco. Canada didn't win today. Well,
Sup, Easy
unfortunately,
Funshine?
we're gonna play Canada on Thursday. Unfortunately, we're gonna beat them again. But this is the sport. I doubt Salah is touching her. Well, Bella, you thought wrong. Actually, let me put this together. It's all about money. I'm not materialist. I'm not. I
So says the guy in the Louis Vuitton jacket, right?
Well, I'm gonna get to the point.
And was in a Porsche. Okay. Not
She tried
materialistic.
to uh, bribe me. Christine, hi. She tried to bribe me to make a more than friendly relationship. We were as friends, but she was greedy on
Sub
having
Town.
another more than a relationship. Um, and one of her suggestions that she was talking about OnlyFans. Um, this is facts. This is tea. You know,
Wow.
I'm giving you some tea. Um, so that's the reason why I think she's using. When was discussion? That was what way back when I met
Exactly.
her. Or, when I met her in my place when we met.
So why is this tea now? Okay, everybody vote. Does Salah know Foodie Beauty was in Nader's chat talking ish?
And I only met her twice, to be honest with you. I think twice or three times. And
Roman is so full of it.
one of the first times she offered to make a video, and then in her offer she was talking about OnlyFans, and she showed me her bank accounts and how she was making. She's tried to bribe me to do something, but man, what I'm gonna say is disgusting. Okay,
What?
and that's what I think she's doing with Salah, because I think Salah is in need of this type of relationship.
Okay.
Um, she's gonna yeah, unfortunately, yeah, it's gonna make you puke. Unfortunately,
Thanks, Janine.
she's using him and he's using her, and I think that Mr. Salah uh, is managing her OnlyFans account, and with other platform that she tried to ask me to do besides.
What is going on? Why is his hat crooked like that? I don't know. He's mixing like a New York style with like a London style. You know, when your brim, you like really curl the brim of your hat like it looks like this. that is that is such like a London boy, like a Chav style. He's doing that with the New York hat.
Besides OnlyFans, it's the what is it called?
He's so reaching.
Well, she was paying that. Yeah, as we all know. Yeah, she was paying that, as we all know. Um, and
He has no
let me
style.
show you. Let me show you. Twitch. There you go, Bella. Thank you very much. Twitch.
We did
I
that in the
appreciate it.
90s.
Good. That's when I need the people. Patron. Okay. You got it.
Does he
There
actually
you
have
go.
tea?
Twitch, Patron, OnlyFans, YouTube, and she always she loves PayPal. She hustles on PayPal. She love, like, you remember, guys, when her YouTube channel got banned,
Yeah.
and she couldn't have she thought she wouldn't have any more source of income.
Mm-hmm.
She started begging people on PayPal, please send me money. I'm
Was
broke
she?
already. Like, they just banned your YouTube channel in like a week ago, and you're already bumming money and begging for money through PayPal. And it just shows how hungry she can get and she can be. Like, I'm not gonna deny the fact that she's evil. Like I always say, she's a liar, she's evil, and
Okay.
she
What
doesn't
else?
care about nobody. you know Y- you know Nader Ishami, the Stabibi, did use her a little bit. He took, he milked her for a bit, but she is as much guilty as him.
Most likely Nova Star. Seems kind of wasted.
She's also a bad person.
Roman looks like a scrawny John B. You know, John B. I used to hear lots of stories about John B. that he wasn't that great of a guy when he was in the music industry. He used to do like R&B, right? I remember John B.
However, She did offer me like OnlyFans. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, dude, just do the video with Kiwi, the bird, and let me let me be on my way. Um,
Sure.
that's the fact. When she didn't like it, she didn't like my my refusal, and then she got mad, and
Mm-hmm.
then she started coming up with a whole lot of different stories, and and um, she started attacking me on her lives. She started talking shit about me. She called me clout chaser. She called me all kind of names, you know, homophobic. She
Sure.
called me like misogynist. She
Thank you, Lindsay. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
she turned the social media on me because
Hey,
I didn't
Jackie.
want nothing to do with her. And you all know that. At the end, I'm sure that you all know that I didn't want nothing to do with her, and then she who's gonna accept her? Maybe it's Mr. Salah, Mr. Nader, or Bibi. What's his name? Her first previous. What's
Pete's.
the first previous guy? Bibi. What's his name? Bibi.
Well, before
Bibi.
BB, there were Pete's.
What is his name?
He doesn't even know.
What's his name? Bibi. Let me Google
I
him.
can't believe this is the guy who says he has the tea on Foodie Beauty on a regular basis, that they talk to each other regularly, but he doesn't know who her exes are. Like, make it make
Her
sense.
first previous Bibi. You know, yeah. Kuwait faces a high risk of food insecurity as it is not self-sufficient and relies
Exactly,
heavily
Karina.
on food imports from other countries due to its relatively low agriculture production. That's true, sunshine. Not to forget the fact that they have one of the hottest the weathers in the planet. Like she's suffering from 50 degrees right now.
He looks like he needs a hot
Um,
meal. Yeah.
she's eating enough for a family of 10.
OMG.
She's like, let me try to Google her latest live stream right now. Foodie
Is this really the tea?
Beauty. Um, 13 hours ago, and she mentioned that she's camping and she's still with Mr. Salah. Do you think that these two couples are just?
He
Do you
wants
think
her?
that these two couples are just enjoying life, um, being
Really?
in love? Do you think these two are in love for no reason, for like for true love? Okay? Don't you think that there is one,
Hey, Vanessa.
friends with benefits, two, money is involved, three, he has he has to hit that just to make sure he gets his papers to come to Canada. This guy, Mr. Salah, unfortunately,
Hey, Rose.
he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care. What are you gonna say about him? What I'm gonna say about him? He doesn't care. At the end, I'm gonna tell you something. He's gonna keep her as long as he can,
Roman is
like a
obsessed,
hostage. Like
yeah.
I said, she's stuck. She's stuck. She can't go nowhere. She can't go back. Now she's been in there for like a month, and I told you she has no plans on going back to Canada.
Right? Right, Rose? Didn't he swipe right? Because the story has changed. First, it was like Tinder or POF that they met on. Then it was at the pharmacy when he had strep throat, and she was at the pharmacy as well, getting her stuff. Like, the story has changed between them both, and they haven't actually verified how they truly met. I'm not even sure which is true. Did they meet online or did they meet at the pharmacy? Because if you remember, she was at the pharmacy getting her meds, and he was there too getting meds for his strep throat. And then they allegedly, supposedly made out. So I'm still lost as to how they actually got together. But the question I asked was, does Stella know that Foodie Beauty was in Nader's chat talking ish? And about half of you say yes. 36% of you say no, which is about just over one third, and the rest say they have no idea.
She's stuck. She's stuck with who? With Salah. Salah is the one who's controlling her.
Yeah, they're
They
both.
are using each other. Good job, Bella. Good job. That's a good remark. That's a good point. That's what I mentioned. Like when I said my first live, people called me, "You have no tea. You have no tea," but you didn't understand my first live about Foodie Beauty and Salah. I said that she was stuck
Is
with
she
this
stuck?
guy. Here we go. Hi, Ariel.
So Janine's like Salah has not hit that. He avoided that, right? Does anyone know if Salah's Tinder is still up? I don't know. Can somebody answer that? I wonder. Because what happens whenever you find out one of his Tinders or anything like that, he closes down the account. That's what he's been doing. I've seen it with his accounts for several things. Like if you search for him on Instagram or any place else, as soon as there's a video about it, what he does is he'll shut it down, he'll change the information, and he'll disappear. He'll make it disappear. He's rewriting what he said he is, a fish. Hey Kyla, what's up? Hey Angela L, welcome to the chat.
Listen, listen.
Honestly, I'm glad you're alive, Sally. You better not do anything to her. You won't get away with it. Melly B. You better not do anything to me. No, he's nothing but kind.
Well,
It's 12:28.
well, indirectly, he's nothing but kind,
California.
but but he's using her. He's keeping her
Monica, hey.
to stay as long as she could in Kuwait.
True Nova
I mean,
Star.
we all know soon she's gonna run out of money. That's for sure. I think she's
Mm-hmm.
she's blowing money left and right. She's blowing money left and right. At some point, she's gonna run out of money.
Okay.
Her YouTube channel is already generating $600 a month, like she said, which I don't believe. But her high scale, but her income in YouTube is dropped dramatically. That's for sure,
Yeah.
because she doesn't give those super chats anymore. The super chats that she used to make
Yeah, it's going to Pete's now. Miss Connie's like, Roman can't handle all that jelly, cause her body's too bootylicious for you, babe.
is gone. Okay, the memberships.
Big trees. Yes.
Kiwi, why would you block somebody? I
In Canada, we got big trees.
don't condemn anyone to block anybody. Don't block nobody. Please unblock him right now.
Right, Jump Off? Like, what is he doing? Roman, what are you doing? And of course he's drinking. Why wouldn't he be not?
Who would fucking camp in desert?
Lots of people?
It's the only Bedouin's job who has camels who would camp on. You would get fucking bit by cobra or scorpion, Chantal, if you camp in the desert by yourself. That's for sure.
She's not camping by herself. I think Roman's worried about
See, she's talking
cobras.
about scorpions. It's not really camping. Then what it is? She's just Kiwi. This is your last warning. Do not block anybody. Do not block anybody. Yeah, we all know. We all know that Kiwi has another account. Watermelon.
Wow, he's too much.
I'm gonna unblock Scales, but
Mary says lots of people, it is so popular to camp in Kuwait that they have a whole camping season. Roman, you ignorant. Exactly. If you Google pictures Kuwait camping, you would see a plethora of pictures come up where there are a lot of people that camp. There's actual people that will travel to Kuwait to camp during, season where this is what they enjoy, especially in the winter months, is when a lot of people will camp out in the desert. They'll bring their ATVs. they'll do a lot of things. So camping season actually ends March 15th. So typically you would camp during winter, and it's like a family event. There'll be ATVs all over the place. People bring their cars. He just doesn't know or understand the atmosphere. So what he's saying is actually, yes, exactly. From November to March is also what I read, Mary. I read the same thing, that this is what people do. So when you go to somebody like Roman for information, and then he's supposed to be this guy that has all this information, but he doesn't know jack shit. Because I can show you tons of pictures right now about camping in Kuwait and how big it is. Like it's a huge event. It's a huge affair. We could even look at pictures right now where people regularly camp. In fact, let me show you. Let me show you guys. So here is what happens in Kuwait. Like look at all these pictures of people camping, like right there. There's cars there. There's everything. People regularly camp during the winter season. And this is what they do. They ride their ATVs. They have their cars. If you want your car, if you need your car, and it's like a really amazing event. Like, just look at the pictures, read the articles. This is what people do regularly, is camp. So Roman right now has no idea what he's talking about. Why would people camp in the desert? Maybe you don't do that, Roman, but it's actually a practice for a lot of people that wanna enjoy a lifestyle. Yeah, it does look like fun, especially when there's a lot of people. There is safety in numbers. Should I go? I should.
هي 30 ياك نطلع السوق.
Roman facts, Gen Puff.
I got it B.
Facts, Ash. She does attract a certain type of man, yes. It does look fancy as well, yeah. Like, does he even have any actual tea?
Yeah, Kiwi,
doesn't.
do not. This is, she knows. No, I already spoke to her now. Kiwi, you will not unblock anybody next time. Oh, I'm sorry, you will not block anybody next time. That's for sure.
Yeah, Roman knows all about camping. The camping that Roman likes is camping out at bars. That's so true, Lindsay. He'll camp out at bars even past last call. That last live stream, it was so wrong. It's like the guy's like, "Can you leave, please?" And Roman's like, just sitting there. Probably is Gal Charlotte.
Okay, they're not black. Okay.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was.
so they're spreading cool viruses between each other.
Oh yeah.
So if anybody says they're not having intimacy, they are. They are. Hi,
What?
Sean.
If anyone says what, he's saying that they are having intimacy.
They're not having intimacy, they are. They are.
Oh, you think they
Hi,
are?
Sean.
Really?
Um, so, friends with benefits. There is nothing. There is no love involved here. Um, ooh, he
Is he
said
sense?
that from the top of his heart, not from the bottom of his heart. He said, "Ooh, yes." Oh, love that. That's what he said.
Chemistry?
Um, it's all fake.
Oh
Kind of
no.
speak like Nader Shami in a similar tone with a deep voice. Ooh,
Right,
ooh, ooh,
Ash?
ooh.
How is he trying to talk like Nader for? He's not.
falafel. They're about to eat falafel. Okay, let's get to the point where I'm gonna expose both of them.
Sup, Ami Ami?
There is some point where
True Daddy Kevin.
they were talking about camping. Like,
Yeah.
hello, Rose.
Okay, school us.
Skills says, all right, Skills is still here. He's not blocked.
School us, please. What about camping?
Okay. Okay. See, her views are dropped. Anyways, I'm not gonna deal with this issue of blocking and whatever. Do not block anybody, guys. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stay, and I'm not gonna turn down my tea that I said in the beginning when I mentioned that she is stuck. He's not gonna let go of her. He's like a
Okay.
leash.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna suck as much blood
Out of
as
her.
he can.
Okay.
When she runs out of money,
Yeah.
um, he's gonna he's gonna ask her to come back and make an interview with the immigration to give him his
His
permanent
papers.
residency,
Yeah.
right, Mr. Yunus?
Okay.
And then that's how the cookie crumbles. Um, I think that Salah in Kuwait, he doesn't mind doing OnlyFans with her. That's for sure. I'm telling you, he doesn't mind doing OnlyFans with her. I think he has plans. He has plans in the
Wait a second, but wasn't he the one who wanted her OnlyFans shut down?
future to make money. Business is business. These people, they don't care about. They're faking everything. They're faking love. They're faking. They're doing drama um, to generate more views. To make a potential love story that will never exist.
That's what I want to know, Gempuff. Like, where's this OnlyFans he keeps talking about?
Um, Foodie Beauty will go back to Canada, doing gummies, drinking. Who knows? She might go to Brazil next time. Hi, Evelyn. Hi, Rose. Hi. Yeah, Vanessa. How you doing? Um, she's gonna come back rolling to Nader. I can't. She's gonna come.
Yeah, from what I heard, she said about her OnlyFans, she canceled it. But since somebody was on like a 1 year or something like that, it's canceled. But it has to like it's still around. The way how she explained it, I'd have to get somebody who knows all about OnlyFans to come in here. But the way she explained it was, yeah, she canceled it, but somebody still has signed up for like a year, so it's practically inactive until all the monthlies have gone through the rounds.
Yeah, who knows? When she goes back to Canada, Foodie Beauty and Nader Chami Part Two. Um, how is Vivi?
I'll all honesty from what I saw on Friday, and it was the real her. I really do think as soon as gets into Canada, we are gonna have a part two with her and Nader. I really do think so. I was hoping it wouldn't have happened, but from what I've seen, I do think that she is probably gonna try and get back with Nader.
I've seen this guy still talking shit and
What do you think?
Tabibi still talking shit and threatening people and chopping tomatoes and garlic. Doing the same silly things over and over and over and over again. He doesn't fucking change. You know, threatening, slicing tomato. Waving that motherfucking knife all over the internet, YouTube. You know, wandering around the courts. You know, talking about the police life in his life. Police in his life is like
Like what?
tomato. Unfortunately, it's just something that I had to
Hey, cowboy dog, what's up?
get out of my service jacket and let you guys know that she did offer me OnlyFans, and I was like, it's nothing
Hey,
gonna,
Bevs.
you know, bribe me out of my wealth. I'm not that kind of person. Thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I'm gonna let you guys go. This is all I had to say for now. I'll come back and talk about something else that I have to reveal
This wasn't tea.
in the future. Thank you very much, Vanessa, Kiwi, Coconut, Evelyn, Ariel, Dilla, Rose, Scale of Metal, Gamer, Sean.
Okay.
Guys, peace and love. Gally.
All right. If anybody wants to come up, I'm gonna open up the panel. We're gonna have a talk. So if you want to come up, message me on Instagram or Twitter. I will give you the link. Uh, if you want to, that's of course. I was doing this so that anybody could talk about anything they want. So if you want to come up, cam verified as well. I will be verifying through camera. I'll give you the link. All you got to do is message me on Instagram or Twitter.
Right. Who's else? Who's else? What is Don? What is Alyssa?
Hey
Alyssa is
Q,
not there.
how you doing? Smash
Appreciate
that
you
like
guys, huh?
button.
Vive Morocco. Celebration. This is celebration from Morocco's victory. I had to take a few toasts. And Yunus is saying hi. Say hi. Say hi. Ben. Ben.
Hey there, Six Drops. We're gonna be talking about Foodie Beauty and Nader, Foodie Beauty and Salah. Does Salah know what she did? And if he does know, does he know the truth? Because Foodie Beauty could have told him anything that she was in Nader's chat for any reason. The other thing is, when is she coming back to Canada? Is it at the end of the month? Is it beginning of December, the end of December, early January, or the end of January?
ها فين فين قول له هاي مش فاهم هاي الشريف هذا فين اوكي يعرفوا يونس قول له تشيرز دي له تشيرز 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 from Morocco huh Welcome to Morocco. Welcome to Morocco, guys. There you go, from Yunus. I see you guys on the other side.
Okay, if you say so. And that is it from Roman El Roman. That actually wasn't any type of tea. Why do I even bother with this guy? Why do I? That was no type of tea whatsoever. But hey, if you want to come up, if you want to talk, then by all means come up and talk. This is what this is for. All you got to do is send me a message and I'll give you the link. Is he living there now? I don't think so, Lynn. I think Roman, what he's going to do is he's there for a while, but he's been there for quite some time. Let me actually check how long Roman has been in Morocco. So he did his video. It was a live stream. How many? He did a live stream taking off and flying on the plane. Okay, so this was a month ago. So this month ago was the 23rd of October. So Roman has been in Morocco for over a month. He's visiting family, yes. He is visiting family at this time of year, okay? I mean, what does he do then? Well, I guess it's low season for moving, but people are moving all the time though. Hey, it's whatever. I won't think too much into Roman's ongoing stuff. How is she going to manage having a spouse? Stabby Mr. SANDD. I have no idea, Robert, but we're gonna find out. We can talk about it. Let's see what unfolds with this entire situation. You want to go to Morocco and Algeria, says the fish by the name. I'm sure they're amazing places to visit, to see. I'd like to go to Morocco. I'd like to go to Kuwait. I'd like to go to Qatar. I'd like to travel. You know, those YouTube travel channels that all they do is tour the world. It would be amazing to get paid to travel. Such an amazing feat. Janine says, "Hey all, I think Roman was trying to say get it off of his chest. Instead, it was his service jacket." Yeah, like what the hell is he calling an Eddie Bar vest a service jacket? He has an Eddie Bar vest on. What is he doing? All right, once again, everybody, message me. I'll give you the link if you want to come up and you want to say your piece. We have a couple hundred people in here. If you want to chat, you can chat. If you don't, it's all good. No worries. But there is quite a few things to talk about. I didn't see the Q&A when it came to Nader. I wonder what happened. because I have so much things to watch. I have like about 12 hours of footage to watch each and every single day practically, because I'm doing 90 Day Fiance and other things, and that takes up a lot of my time because it's like 90 day, then you got to do the single life before the 90 days, happily ever after, 90 day UK. There are so many 90 days. Thank you, Celebrity Juicer. Hit that like button, everybody. It's expensive as F to travel. Yeah, it's expensive to travel, but sometimes you can find a lot of deals. In fact, Foodie Beauty can accomplish Foodie Beauty can accomplish her dreams. She just doesn't want to go about it. Cuz if I look up something like YYC deals, let me see. YYZ deals. Let me check something out. Montreal. Why am I missing the Montreal airport code? YUL. Okay, so if I go to YUL deals, it'll tell me a lot about what Foodie Beauty can accomplish in her life, and it won't be a problem because it's actually doable and it's not that expensive as long as you plan well ahead of time, and she can plan well ahead of time because of course it would be her job. So if you really want to do travel um, vlogging, you can potentially do it, but you got to get the views back, right? It's kind of like those channels like was it Tall Guy Reviews? Like he like does cars, and so does Mr. Organic, and like Omi and a Hellcat. There's channels where what these guys do is every video they buy a new car. Yes, you heard me right. Every video they buy a new car. There's YouTube channels that do things like this where every video there's a new car and they talk about it, and that's pretty much the video. It's surrounding the new vehicle, which isn't cheap. They're buying expensive cars. But also there's travel vloggers where you gotta get your money back and then some, like money for living as well as money to save for rainy days, and people do it. So let me share my screen once again. We're gonna take a look at this. So this is YUL Deal. So this is a website that showcases trips all the time, all types of trips from anywhere and everywhere in the world, and you get good deals. So you can go from Montreal to Lisbon, Portugal, round trip including taxes, non-stop flight for 478 Canadian dollars. That is not that much when you really think about it. And this website has these deals all the time. Like they'll post a lot of things consistently where you could travel to Montreal to Miami, Florida, $189. Montreal to Orlando, $208 round trip. Like there's a lot of deals consistently. Montreal to Singapore, 798 Canadian round trip, including the taxes. That's amazing. Hey Edna, what's up? So this is what I'm talking about. If you actually, it's called YUL deals. There's also YYZ deals for Toronto deals. So I'm just looking at Montreal for now. Montreal to LA, $343 Canadian round trip. Montreal to Mexico, 308 to 408 Canadian dollars. So like I've said, it's actually very doable. What Foodie Beauty wants to do is just that you got to be consistent. And that's the problem, is the consistency. Even Montreal to Ecuador, $440. That's actually pretty good. So she could plan these trips regularly, even if she wants to go to Atlantic Canada, Montreal to Halifax, Nova Scotia, 113 Canadian dollars round trip. It's better than driving, I'll tell you that. She could go to Vancouver, 116 to 199. It's like all these things is actually possible. It's just she does not want to do it, and that is the problem, because she could totally vlog and travel the world if she truly wants to. Or you could go to Brazil, Chile, or Argentina for 402 to $483. Like it's all possible. It's just put in, yeah, round trip from Toronto to Vegas, 213. Look at that. See, it's amazing. Yeah, there are people that travel the world by taking trains as well. Yes, exactly. Easy Function says that's so inexpensive. It's crazy. Yeah, the catch is you gotta plan ahead, right? You gotta plan out maybe a lot of the times you gotta plan ahead at least 2 months, maybe three, maybe four, maybe five, maybe six. But what else does Foodie Beauty have in her life that she can't plan out? Of course you can plan out 4 or 6 months ahead. It's possible. And then you can easily travel the world. You do one or two vlogs, you make your money back from the trip, from how much the trip cost you, and you're in a different country every 2 weeks or every month, and you can make your vlogging channel from this. It's really simple. All the men's fedora hats. Yes, Big Brother is following me. Vegas wants to get you there, so you spend everything there. Yeah, hipista. A lot of these Vegas trips or Atlantic City, the flights can be cheap because the casinos are putting in their money as well to get you over there to clean house, so to speak. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. If she wants to, she wants to see the world. If she really wants to do cheaply rather than expensive, there's always ways. So, like I've said, this is called YYZ. No, it's not. It's YUL deals, but there's another site called YYZ deals, which is the Toronto. Let's check out Toronto. So let's go to yyzdeals.com and see what they have. Okay, so if you're trying to fly from Toronto, which yeah, she'd either fly from Montreal or Toronto, to be honest with you. Let's check this out. So let me share my screen once again, and we're gonna take a look at this. So here we go. What's happening? Toronto to Hawaii for 499 Canadian dollars round trip. That's actually pretty good. How much is that in American? Maybe $400. But you're coming from Toronto though. What else is there? Um, you could have gone to Las Vegas for 213. You could go to Costa Rica, round trip, nonstop flight for 408 Canadian dollars. Do you know Foodie Beauty has spent almost this much? Like, remember that time she spent $300 on food for the day? And we were all amazed at how much that is and how much the quantity of food that was wasted. Just $100 more, and she could have been in Costa Rica for about 2 weeks. That is amazing though. Going to Costa Rica for 408 Canadian dollars. I think that's about 340 or so American. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, those prices, and it's non-stop and it's round trip. Of course, Lisbon, Portugal again, $416. You want to go to Cancun, Mexico, $345 round trip, including taxes, nonstop flight. Lisbon once again. Casablanca, Morocco, $604 round trip, including taxes. This is an amazing deal. Yeah, exactly, Peach Cobbler. That $500 wig she ruined in 48 hours, completely disgusting, but she did it. But this is what I'm saying. If you really do want to travel the world and you have a channel that has the capability of giving you that, why not do it? And this is the thing. She says she wants to do a travel channel. See, she says she wants to travel the world. Well, here's a site that gives you all these deals all the time. All you got to do is plan effectively. Like, look, you could go to Belize for $362 Canadian. You can go fight Roman in Morocco. I was actually thinking about that. Trailer Park Barbie asks, is she still in Kuwait? She is Trailer Park Barbie. She is still there. Sunny Bizzle says, Monty, I found a trip from Florida to Germany for 400 and change, and we get tours and food round trip on, yeah, airlines. And I think I've been there twice, so I might do this one. Nice, Sunny Bizzle. You could totally do that. Yeah, that's amazing. Like I'm saying, Toronto to Belize, $362 round trip, including taxes, nonstop flight. That is long trips only, though. Okay, so that means what? What's a long trip more than 2 weeks? 2 weeks or more? $362. That is amazing considering the price for that. That is, oh, you could go to Puerto Vallarta in Mexico, $399. You could go to Dublin, Ireland for 401 Canadian dollars. All you got to do is just keep checking, work things out, work out your schedule. If she's a YouTuber, this is her schedule going places. She could even go to Puerto Rico for 285 Canadian dollars. She could go to Singapore, 711 Canadian dollars. Look at this. Phoenix, Arizona, 293. This is Chile. She could go to Santiago, Chile for 659 Canadian dollars. What site is this? This is the Canadian this is a deal site. So what they do is they have deals specific to all Canadian airports. So I just put in the airport code, which is YYZ for Toronto, then deals.com. Then it comes up. There's also uh YUL deals, which is the Montreal airport code, of course, is YUL. I think there's also YYC deals for Calgary, I believe. Yes, there's YYC deals for Calgary. And I believe there's also for like Vancouver stuff. So yeah, there's deals from all over the place. Like from Calgary to Amsterdam, it says you could do that for 536 Canadian dollars round trip. One if yeah, I wonder if it has a US site. But what they do on these sites is that they'll search through all the flight combinations, and then once they have a good combination, they post that, hey, quickly you can get this deal from where you are to this place in the world for this much. So you and typically you'll have a limited amount of time. There could be restrictions, sometimes there's not, but a lot of people plan their life just through these sites if they want to really tour the world, and it's actually possible. So yeah, this is what I wanted to share with you. Once again, okay. Oh, Mouse Toes, did you want to come up? All right, Mouse Toes. I'll give you the invite link. I'll do it right now. Here we go, Mouse Toes. This one's for you. Come on up. We can talk. You're gonna be besties with Chantel so she can take you places. You know what, Karina? I was gonna say something, but never mind. I will not say it. All right, no worries. Click the link, Mouse Toes. Come on up, and we can have a talk. You would enjoy the company. I mean, I won't say anything. Yeah, I don't think you'd be the right partner for her, Karina. She'd be jealous of you all the time, and she'll destroy you. That's what she do. All right, we're gonna wait for most toes. Other than that, we can talk a little bit. So, does Salah know what's going on? Most of you say he did not. And then I also asked, when Foodie Beauty comes back to Canada, will she try to be with Nader? And 8/10, which is 4/5 of you, say yes. So that is a very good amount of people are saying yes. She will try to get back with Nader. All right, Mostos, are you there? Okay, I see you. All right, Mostos, close your cam, turn it off. I'm gonna add you right now. Hey, what's up?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
My mind is blown when she went in to Natter and Dee Dee's chat.
Yep.
I was clutching my pearls like I just could not believe it. And Dee Dee handled that like a boss. Okay, she just did the long troll and then she proved twice that it was really her. And
Yes,
I was
exactly.
Yeah, it was just absolutely shocking. So I could not believe it.
It was shocking to me because at first I thought that was a troll. I was like, okay, that is probably a troll. But then it was proven that it was her. So I was like, wow, I am shocked that she's actually doing this.
And I think it just proves to us that Salad is not anywhere in the same room with her because, just tapping away on her phone and raging. What was it, 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, she started at 5:30 a.m. her time.
Mhm. And I was just very impressed with Dee Dee. It was like, wow, she just rolled with that. And if I'm not mistaken, maybe people in the side chatter, didn't Roman go in there as well? And Nads or Ahmad or Dee Dee blocked him. It seemed like um, Chins and Roman were together at first.
Really? I didn't catch that. I'm gonna have to take a look back because what I was doing a Pete stream. Then all of a
Yes,
sudden, people are like, "Hey, um, hey, Foodie Beauty is in Netter's chat." I'm like, "There's no way. That's a troll. Why would she ever do that when she's married? It don't make no sense." But it was really her. So I have no idea what happened at the start.
I was watching you when it happened, and I was like, no way. And then I was so glad when you flipped to it. But what is blowing my mind is she completely exposed what we've all felt, that this is just, a big fake get together. And as
Yeah.
Nad said, to get that paper, right?
Exactly. But she's losing paper though. I
Yes.
think what she's doing is she's trying to change her narrative of what people think and feel about her. Because if you really think about it, she would have made a lot more money staying at home and live streaming all day or doing videos than what she did in October and what she has done all of November.
Yeah, it's just crazy. And then I thought, okay, the whole scam or the transaction is exposed. So they, of course, won't come back online trying to be this honey baby fake couple. But
Mhm.
surprise, having no pride, no shame, and the fact that he wants clearly so desperately to get to Canada, and I think we've talked about it's going to take like 3 years to even get there. I just can't believe they came back into that car like we're going camping and like it never happened. And I
Yeah.
have no doubt he's heavily scrutinizing her social media because he's the one at risk being there. He's the one who can get deported for her behavior.
Right.
He has the most to lose.
I did anybody recall that she said she had alcohol on Friday when she was in Natter's chat? Does anybody recall that? Because Emmy's saying Salah can't have been too happy her admitting to drinking in a country it's illegal could get him in big trouble. Interesting.
My opinion is once Dee Dee exposed her twice with the go to her channel, and it was indeed her, that was her last line of defense because I can promise you she ain't got no alcohol there. Some of the expats who worked with my husband there, they were
Yeah.
having a holiday get together and said they had made bathtub wine. When I tell you, out of 38 people invited, no one showed up because the penalty for that is so huge. And those were American Department of Defense workers, right? You know,
What's the
they
penalty?
yeah, it would be huge, huge. First, they would lose their job, right? Be sent back in the back of a plane after spending a couple nights in jail. And
Oh,
in her case, he's the one who would take the hit for it. We know they're not married. I mean, we get that part, but she's his guest. So, and of course, being Syrian, sadly, he's a second class citizen. So I think
yeah.
she
So
did that.
they'll right. Yeah. So my understanding is what you're saying is that they'll go hard on him because, of course, he's Syrian and she's Canadian and she's in his home as a guest.
Yes. And looking at his place, I mean, how many grapes could they buy? But the fact that she just blew, and she was what? It was over almost an hour. She was in that side chat showing
Yes.
her jealousy of Dee Dee stealing her man. And even Ned's handled it like a boss. He stayed cool because they weren't intoxicated. But Dee Dee was a boss with the shade. I mean, I was just like, as I clutch my pearls, you get down with it, Dee Dee. And Chins could not get any traction other than expose herself, and humiliate herself in this transactional situation. It was pathetic. But boy,
It
is that not
was.
more action than we've had in weeks, since the hijab, as she calls it, the hijab came out.
Exactly. Exactly. It was unbelievable because I would never have thought it was her, because I was like, why would you do this? This just destroyed everything that you've done for the past 2 months. Literally,
Yes.
almost 2 months, just destroyed it. And
Hmm.
in the hour and a half she was in there, yeah, just about an hour and a half. I think under, because she was there over an hour, and she was in both chats because remember when he came back, she was there again and started talking more ish. Hey, Tiger Paw. How you doing? Welcome.
Because we've watched her when she's super high or intoxicated. Remember the pumped up kicks, the crazy stuff? We
Yes.
know how she was typing way too clearly. Plus, I think she's typing on her phone.
Yep.
So there is no way in heck she had anyhow alcohol because she risked his life in this case. When they'll stick you on a plane back to Syria and you get off and a pile of rubble. It's just absolutely horrible. But the fact that he's carrying on with this little sham thing is mind blowing to me. But I tell you what, that was some heck of action there.
There was a lot of action, very unbelievable. Still saddens me that Dee lost her job over what was initially a prank, but that we're, like I've said for the longest amount of time, we're seeing real world examples of how you could easily lose your job and lose everything over a person that most people don't think is worth it. Because
Hmm.
I'm sure a lot of us in chat would think there's no way I would ever lose my job over a dude, much less a dude that is Nader.
Hmm. And what's a shame is just, having a channel on YouTube exposes you to that stuff. So there's no way I would have had a channel. I'm just a cooking and canning channel and fishing occasionally, that I
Mm-hmm.
would have done this in my working career or jeopardized my husband's job. That,
Yeah.
that you end up getting doxxed or worse, swatted. I thankfully live in a small place and our police force is 8 people. And I had to go to, when we got a new police chief, and say, okay, just in case you ever get a call about this, this is what could possibly happen. This can be the code that you're talking to me, that they're prepared to do these things because these YouTube streets, no joke, are dangerous. But I wouldn't have done it, when I was working professionally. There's no way. But at least the difference with Dee Dee is she can walk without gasping for air. She can work
Mm-hmm.
anywhere. After 25 years with the company, she has a good work history. She's clearly very intelligent, right?
Mm-hmm.
She just
Yeah.
has little personal glitches, but I've never seen a couple that comfortable with each other on YouTube. They were just chilling on that sofa, like really enjoying each other, which I was very happy for her.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's a lot I could say and not say about Dee Dee, but you know what? If she's happy and she wants to be with Nader, I wouldn't be. But that's her. I don't interfere in people's lives or businesses or love lives. If I'm just here to react to the show. If
Yes.
that's what she wants to do, then she can do whatever she wants.
Yeah. And, we saw Chins when she lost her channel lose her mind because it was her whole income.
Yeah, exactly. So
Mhm.
I'm like, how is she so calm? Maybe she did
Yes.
get a package.
I'm telling you, we have had a wild 2 days. Pete's been throwing the shade, right? Like, going into, Chin's bedroom. Remember how she spent days cleaning it up before her trip
Yeah.
to
Mm-hmm.
show the cat, and of course, it was filthy. And
It
then when
was.
he said, "I've got the Holy Trinity," called out their names and then said, "Beach," I cried laughing. I loved it. And of course, I hope he has success and she will come back. She should have already come back after this escapade in that side chat. Just my opinion is
Mm-hmm.
that he's done with this because he's actually getting color in his face and it's nice to see him happy. Now, I hate when he talks about Twitter headlines, hating America, hating the monarchy, and can't. I hate his political views, but I enjoyed him when they first moved to the villa and he'd sit at the island having dinner with her. He always made me laugh and he looked great. He was the one helping her overcome her anxiety. I mean, he would go with her to the grocery store. She didn't want to go alone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they
So,
were both dependent on each other. I think that dependency was working both ways because Pete's does have the sensory and social problem or issues that we've seen. That's why he doesn't go to new places alone.
yes. Hmm. Yeah. So,
So yeah, there's a lot to this. I mean, I wish the best for Pete's, but there's gonna be a lot that he has to overcome on
yeah.
his own. So
Mhm.
it's still gonna be a battle for him, and it's gonna be even more for battle if he does allow Foodie Beauty to come back whenever she does come back or want to come back.
And she has to come back within 90 days. I mean, they've since the big, I call it the European invasion, but it was, the migration of young men between 18 and 25 moving all across the Middle East, how they
Mm-hmm.
took Kuwait took in the fewest, but they're a very controlled country. It's their prerogative to do it. Is she has to return. We had to leave Spain and go to Miami to renew our visas after 90 days. So in Kuwait, as a Canadian, she will not be overstaying that 90 days. When she made that post, I'm staying forever. Yeah, no, you're not, because they'll come drag you out of that basement apartment.
Are
And
you serious? So they're really that serious about it?
they'll drag her out by the scruff of her, all three hairs on her head.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Have you seen stuff like that? Like people getting dragged out or people just know it's that serious over there so don't even bother. It
Um,
reminds me kind of like what I've heard of Thailand. Like Thailand I think does that as well where
yes.
they'll have the police officers go through all the busy areas of the city
Yes.
and then try and see people's passports.
Hmm. And see, they want the Syrian bachelors gone desperately there because they've overstayed. And that's another reason I think that she went there so quickly. At first, I was concerned he didn't have papers. In other words, like that because he says, of course, he's a liar like her and trying to put on this bad acting transactional marriage or whatever, is because he was born there, right, to Kuwait or to Syrian parents, if that's
Mhm.
even true. Even if one were Kuwaiti, it doesn't make him a Kuwaiti. But I thought, did he even does he even have a passport or is he paperless there? 'Cause that happens to a lot of people from Palestine that they can go work in a UAE country, but they can't go anywhere else because they literally don't have a passport. They've just got that little work permit. So
Yeah.
that's interesting to me. And the Canadian thing on due to COVID, that there's that long wait because he would come over as on a visitor's visa if he were really married to her. But I think you've looked at it in other channels that there really is that long wait due to COVID. I never want to hear those three words again because nothing's getting back any smoother anywhere. But I'm thinking,
Mhm.
fly into Mexico, walk across the US border, bro. Okay. And you know what I mean? Be in the
Right.
trunk of a car to get into Canada. I think they're making it harder, but it is mind blowing to me that let's say they were really married, that it can take 3 years for him to get to Canada. She can't
Mhm.
keep up this ruse for 3 years.
She can't because look, I cannot believe it took her this long to crack. I thought she would have cracked by like a week.
Hmm.
But yeah, she finally cracked on Friday
Hmm.
and gave herself away. So
And when you look at that apartment he's in, all the outlets are in the center of the room, and that's what tells me that's a basement. It's not a basement like you would know in Kansas or somewhere in the U.S. That you can, or Wisconsin, you can really have a basement. But and
mhm.
I think that's why we don't see a window. Is it's probably three walls of a sand wall down there, and then of course across the hall that room would be more open and have a window. But the fact of where the outlets are tells you it could flood, right? Or the outlets would be reasonably not far off of the baseboard.
Ah, I see. Okay.
But so I know they want the Syrian bachelors gone. I mean, they have their separate housing. If you ever look at places like Dubai, where there's some videos out there. You can't go in their little rooms. The housing is horrific for all these workers from India who are taking care of that entire country, right? Building those palm islands
Mm-hmm.
is that they will put them in a little bitty apartment, like 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, a tiny kitchen. I mean, like a hot plate, a tiny refrigerator, and a sink. But
Yeah.
there'll be 2 bunk beds in each of those 3 rooms. It's almost like a prison cell, with the bunk beds up. So there's 12 people in that 3-bedroom apartment. And Kuwait has better housing for the bachelors. They look very nice from the outside, and they'll only have 2 or a set of bunk beds, 2 beds in those small rooms.
Yeah.
So people prefer to be a guest worker there only because of that, for that reason.
Ah, I see. Very wow. This is very informative. Thank you, Mouse Toes.
But at least, like in Morocco, you're not supposed to drink alcohol, but restaurants serve it. They just don't want people getting, um, poop faced
Plastered
and, yeah, making a
like
scene.
Roman. Like
Yes,
Roman.
exactly. Yes. And God, he could really be showing us around Morocco because Casablanca is beautiful. It's the newest city and it's all white, right? Everything's white, and the women wear the hijab, but they wear some tight clothes. And I am telling you, I am a female and I have not seen more beautiful women than are there. So they'll wear very tight white leggings with a top. They've got the hijab. Of course, they're speaking French. Um, but it's a beautiful place. I mean, I would prefer to be there than where she is. But this ruse has been exposed. And I've told you before, I'm terrified for her being over there because of who she is.
Yeah,
That she's
yeah.
going to end up in jail or worse. So I was hoping after she made her fool out of herself in that side chat that she would come back. I really did, because I don't want to see her something happen to her. I mean, she's dumb and she's classless and she's vulgar, but with an imagination of, and she didn't even know who Omar Sharif was. We're thinking, oh, she thinks this is her Aladdin, you know, her desert stud. She didn't even know who any of that stuff was. It was just
Right.
a man. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but it's very scary in my opinion.
So you were worried that she'll maybe break a law or something like that?
Yes. And I don't know if you heard of the other day when he goes back to work, he has very soft hands, like maybe he'd be a driver or something, but those aren't the abs of a man, swinging a pickaxe or anything, right? He's a soft
Mm-hmm.
fella. I'm not, and that's nothing wrong with, right? There's nothing wrong with doing that, but that's not typically what immigrants do. So when she said, "Oh, and I'll be able to go to the store by myself," and I thought, bet you only do it one time. So you can cover up in that hijab and you can cover up in that tent, okay, in that abaya. But when you are a female alone, you are subject to harassment. And you know how pale her face is. It better not be a very long walk, um, because it is not comfortable at all to do
Mm-hmm.
it by yourself. So,
Karina is like, hey, whatever happened to the gypsy girl? What gypsy girl? Do you mean Chilean gypsy?
huh.
I don't understand what you mean by that, Karina. Do you mean like Chilean gypsy? If so, Chilean gypsy is modding in Nader's chats.
Oh. And Jen Puff nailed it. She said in the side chat, she said she thinks she's above the law, and you don't mess with Islamic law. That ain't no place to play. I like Milk Tea's channel, because she's in Oman and she's been in Saudi Arabia, and she knows how to conduct herself. And of course, they're not as strict there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people from the UK have successful careers, whether they're teaching or doing engineering. But we saw her fly off the handle in that side chat, and we
Yeah.
know the volatility of this chick, that this ain't a good mix. And he ain't gonna defend her one bit because he has everything to lose.
Yeah, I think so. Like with those guys. Remember I posted that video? Some people didn't like that video. Other people like, what are you talking about, Monty? A fish by any other name says, "Who is Chilean sister again? Curly Juarez. Allegedly, supposedly, it was Curly Juarez."
Amy Judy asked a good question, said, "What about the amount of makeup she wears? Would that cause stares and comments?" And it would not, as long as she doesn't put on bright red lipstick. They love to do the smoky eye, of course, and you notice she doesn't have her false eyelashes on because you will not see that over there. Okay, because
Mhm.
that's you don't even make eye contact with men, right? You don't look them dead
Right.
in the eye. And that would be drawing attention, but doing her eye makeup. But the reality is, she walks huffs and puffs, covered up in that hijab. It'll all end up, where a bra should be on her because she is going to sweat like a hoe in church. And we've already seen her doing that, really suffering in the heat. But just the fact that she's so big, if she goes to the grocery, she better not bring that camera. And I believe those men at that table did say she was disgusting because that was some angry, loud voices. But again, I
Mhm.
think she was carrying the camera and not Salad. And he should be the one carrying it. She should have also been on his left, not on
Mhm.
his right, because she was closest to that table.
Yeah.
So you just exercise some discretion. My husband was always moving over to one side of me. Like in the US, going down a sidewalk, he's going to walk on the side closest to the street. There was a group of men, he'd put himself between it because some of them were offended I was closer to them. So you're very conscious of what you're doing. And, but again, because he's going to be a second class citizen, he'll have no choice but to watch them pull her apart. She's very easy to knock down. Seriously,
Yeah.
she's like that little Russian thing of dolls, and it makes me sad. And the curbs, the
Mhm.
sidewalks are always broken. You're constantly looking down, not to fall down. And we saw her fall in the park, and if
Yeah.
she would fall by herself and sprain her ankle, there is not a soul there going to help her, not one, because she's going to be on the ground with an abaya, with them little fat ankles sticking out. And I'm telling you, if somebody don't call an ambulance, as I call it, she's just going to be laying there like turned turtle. So I'm
Uh,
still terrified for her.
I got a question for you. How is it with touching? Because I was watching 90 Day Fiance. Do you watch that as well, Mouse Toes?
No, I've only watched your recap on your
Oh,
channel where you do it. My
okay.
mind was
I
blown.
see. All right. So there's a guy called Uzman, right? And he has a partner. She's from America. She's older though. But when he went back to his town slash village, or I think
Mhm.
it's a town more than a village, she wanted to fist bump another man, and Uzman's like, no, we don't do that there.
No,
Then she's like, why? Because she's like, you're not supposed. We're deeply Muslim. You're not supposed to touch another man's woman here. So is it
ever.
like that there?
Yes, and that's why people would struggle to we'd have to touch her to help her, 350-pound ass up, and when you do that, that abaya's covered up.
Oh, I see.
It
So it would
it
be
sounds
like
terrible.
it would be like more of like another woman would have to help her, other women would have to.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yep, but once I saw her fall in the park, I went, I mean, this ain't no joke. So even though he said, yes, she could go there by herself, she'll come back crying.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you'll always see women that have a child with them, or you'll see 3 women together, but they're and she doesn't matter if she puts that stupid veil on her face, which just is really infuriating. But yeah, this was something funny, is you don't show the bottom of your shoes in those countries because shoes are filthy. I don't wear
Yeah.
shoes in my house. We have the house shoe, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you may sit as a man, American men sit there and they put their right ankle up at their on their over their left knee, right, or shaking their foot or whatever. That's a huge insult. And you don't shake a hand with your right hand. Sometimes we'll shake a hand with our right and then touch them with our left. Well, don't do
Yeah.
that. Right with your left hand. So, but yeah, she's not in the good spot. So when he said she could go by herself, well, yeah, if he wants her knocked down like a damn roly-poly doodle bug or fall down, or we know her social anxiety, that when people would be staring, she would really panic. And I would be afraid she'd lose her way back to her shack, back to that basement. Seriously. I know that sounds dramatic, but imagine being lost and in a panic, struggling to swallow and gasping for air like she does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it scares.
Well, like I said, we'll see what happens, Mouse Toes, because at any moment now shit might hit the fan once again.
Yes. And if there was so-called family there or these neighbors to feed her, she would have gone out to lunch like the other women would say, "Hey, I want to go to the grocery. Will you walk with me?" So they didn't have to go alone. That ain't happening. She's just sitting in there eating candy bars. And it's just, but yeah, it really it made me angry when he said, "Oh, yes, she could go alone." I thought, yeah, no, she can't. No, not a good idea.
Mm.
Don't do that. Don't do that. And she's white as the driven snow. She's pale.
Yeah,
So,
she's like Amy Ramadan. All she needs is the glasses, and she's like the equivalent of Amy Ramadan.
and listen, Amy Ramadan, when I first saw her story, that woman went all the way to Egypt and she's got what, 100, had 150 pounds on chins. She went over there, got her man, right? Came back,
Hmm.
and I mean, he sticks with her. This is not that situation. And I am so over his little wonky eye and that little tick he's got and the mean things he's done to her, like when they were on the sofa and she had to lean over to get something off the floor and he looked at her and made that horrible face. That
Yeah,
that is absolutely cruel. And the fact that we hear the call to prayer, but brother ain't praying, but has her in an abaya.
yeah, he never does, right?
Mm-mm,
Yeah, it's really weird that
mhm,
they always record the calls to prayer and they never go, and
mhm.
he never goes on Fridays, which he's required to if he's that religious.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, he doesn't go. Trailer Park Barbie, Amy Ramadan. If you Google Amy Ramadan on YouTube, you'll find out all about her. But she had a run on YouTube. A lot of people would react to Amy Ramadan. She has her own story, but Chantel looks like Amy Ramadan without the glasses.
Yes, and she was a sweet person. I liked her. I've emailed with her a lot. She always made me laugh. I just admire somebody who's trying. And honey, she
Hmm.
put on that hijab and that abaya, and she learned all the rules, and she got back with her Egyptian man. I was like, "You go, girl." So it was very interesting. But yeah, and the fact before she went there, and someone asked her about going to mosque, and she said, "Women can't go." I thought, "Bro, they go, they just go upstairs."
Yeah, they go to a separate area because
Yeah,
whenever you go on Fridays and you go to Juma on Fridays,
yes,
you get immediately separated. So the men
yes,
go their way and the women
mhm,
go the other way with the kids, and the
yes,
kids would go with the women, right?
yes.
Hmm.
Just it blew my mind. So we know she's a liar. He's a liar because she didn't make that up. And now we learn he doesn't go at all. So I'm thinking, "Hey, Chins, why you in an abaya and a hijab?" As she calls it, hijab. It doesn't make any sense because all you got to do is wear long baggy pants. You show your face and your hands, and you'll
Hmm.
see women over there in a baggy t-shirt. They just cover their shoulders.
Hmm.
When she was in that scuba diving thing, I cried laughing. I had to get a paper towel to wipe my glasses got wet. That looks like the sports hijab. You know what I mean? That was and her face is just bulging out of it. I thought, "This is what you see in a haunted house." Why did she get the sports hijab? It did not make any sense, but it absolutely destroyed me. But she should not be dressing like that because he is not a Muslim practicing, and she sure as heck ain't. So I just think
Hmm.
it's like, wow. Because I'm telling you, if I was a Muslim chick over there, I might have to kick her ass. I would probably trip her, right? Seriously, because oh god, somebody just said Scuba Steve. It was Scout Fit Scuba Steve. That's who it was ridiculous. But yeah, so I was hoping after she made a fool out of herself at Dee Dee's, and Dee Dee slayed, in my opinion, like a boss, that she'd be on a plane coming back. So now I'm even more concerned. And Trailer Park Barbie wants to know, how about her squatting to use the pooper? You just stand, but her problem is, um, and you notice she doesn't say the word fupa anymore. Like immediately he told her that's haram, haram. And she has not said it one time over there, even in Dee and Nad's side chat. She didn't say it. Like that's the one word she's been able to get rid of. So just going in the bathroom, like at Fuddruckers, there was a woman there who you had to give money to use that stall. So it's not so bad in a abaya, but she can't really spread her feet. This sounds horrible, but you know what I'm saying, because she's got the two fat rolls between her legs. So that's the
Mm.
only part that would be hard for her. And then, of course, they have, the bidet. Some of them were just a hose. It wasn't like a true bidet. It's just like a hose. But you're gonna pay that lady. She ain't gonna help you. But I don't know how she do it with the rolls between her legs.
I see. Well, thank you for this,
Yeah,
most schools.
things we really don't want to talk about. Yes. Okay. Somebody said it. Ren Farrell said it. The fupa balls are in the way. Yeah.
Yikes! Not something I want to think about on a Sunday night.
Somebody asked, why did I feel I needed to answer it? That was too gross.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, I always enjoy talking to you, and thanks that night for leaving the peach stream and going to that because I don't want to give them a direct view. Many times I had at one point gone and typed in the side chat when they asked for a thumbs up, but I
Hmm.
appreciated you juggling the crazy of the peach stream, and then her being in the side chat, and I thought that was a lot of fun because my head was just spinning. It was wild.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much more we could talk about, but I want to see how this works out and how her campaign will go.
Mhm.
Because yeah, what can I say? So much more to talk about, but I really do appreciate your insight, Mouse Toes, on this because not a lot of us have been to the Middle East, so it's always good to see somebody's viewpoint
Mhm.
that have experienced a lot of things.
When you go, you want to be with a tall Western man with broad shoulders who can look at people hard because they're a thin, tiny people, and you want to be with a man who ain't afraid to kick ass. Like even those
Hmm.
were three guys at the table. You just start swinging. You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some, but guess what they're gonna do the next time they see the penguin, little fat girl walking? They ain't gonna say nothing. So,
Yeah.
it's just how you do it. So, hey, excuse me, sweetheart, while I go get my ass kicked, but this is how this has to be now. So, just do what you got to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Mhm. So, but thanks for letting me up, and I always enjoy your chats and appreciate everything you do. And Mary, who we have to admit is the mod with the mostest here because she is always fun, always welcoming. There's no bullying going on your side chat. We can have different opinions, and it's like it's not like a safe space, okay, where we're a bunch of woke people, but you do have the best side chatters, and you got the best mod in Mary.
Oh, thank you so much, Mouse Toes. I appreciate that.
Okay, take care, and sorry I
All
don't
right.
have Instagram or Twitter, but it's too dangerous out in them streets for me.
It's all good. Take care of yourself.
Thanks so much. Bye bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right, so hey, I guess what can I say? We got a lot of info there, a lot of good viewpoints on what is or isn't happening. Hey, if you want to come up, like I say, this is open to anybody and everybody as long as you remain respectful towards people that are on the panel and in the chat. You don't have to agree with what I say or agree with, what I do. You could openly tell me, hey, Monty, I don't agree with what you said or what you did. That's fine by me. Have your agreement, but just be respectful about it because there's tons of stuff that, people don't agree on with me, like Mary's. A lot of times we don't agree with certain things. We both say, hey, I don't agree with you. And then we just continue. We just, go our way, but we will agree to disagree, is what we will do. I try and make this channel a place where people can disagree, but just do it in a respectful way. If it's done in a disrespectful way, then of course I will have to remove you. But thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. Um, hey, Lisa B, positive vibes to you and your upcoming surgery. We're going to be here for you. And thank you so much. Smash that like button. We're going to do this another time. I'm going to try and do this at least every other day. Because, yeah, we can get a good panel of people here as we used to back in the day. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Anna V. Thank you, Amy Judy, Jen Puff, Mary, Black Velvet, Trailer Park, Barbie, Emmy, Hippieista, Fish, It Ain't That. Gigi, thanks for being here. Most Toes, of course, thank you so much. Scalfinch, Daddy Kevin, Vanessa, Lindsay, Serber K, MJ, Nisi Nisi, Jem Puff, Lynn Smith, Amy Judy, and everybody else, including you, Red Robin, QZ, Mrs. J, everybody else. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you learned something. If not, then I don't know what to say. But we did show, well, I did show that you could get deals to go anywhere in the world, from Mexico to Portugal to where else? I don't know, Hawaii, by using sites like YYC Deals, YYZ Deals, YULDeals.com, and you can tour the world that way. It's not that difficult. All you got to do is some planning. And if your job is YouTube, like Foodie Beauty's job is YouTube, then you could easily be in a different country every single month without breaking the bank, because you're getting these deals ahead of time. They're round trip, they're nonstop, and it includes all the taxes. How much better can that be? Flying to Portugal for like $400 or $500 round trip, or flying to anywhere in South America, Brazil, or anywhere in Central America for just a couple $100. It's amazing. So all she had to do was just, put some effort in. But that's the problem, the lack of effort. Anyways, I'm out. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you another time. Take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Bye bye.